Journalists from Nigeria and other African countries converged on Benin City for the World Press Conference organized by Igbinedion University Okada, Igbinedion University Teaching Hospital, in collaboration with the Coalition for Dialogue on Africa, CoDA, to be acquainted with preparations for the event. The Executive Director, CoDA, Sued Aden Osman, said the coalition thought it wise that it is better for Africans not to leave everything in the hands of government alone. She said since the whole world, including Africa, has been hit with a scourge as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, it does not augur well for international community to take responsibility for what is happening in Africa. Hence, it will do Africa more good to produce vaccines for the people. She said the program slated for Monday is to give opportunity to individual-minded people to air their opinion on what it will require to have an African vaccine.
19 and 20 April, we organized a virtual conversation on the equitable access to vaccine and vaccination on the continent. What came out of it, of those 2 days conversation, was that Africa, as Ken put it rightly, should come up with its own solution and stop being at the receiving end of everything. We seem to be consumers of everything. Ideas, concepts, definitions, medication, vaccines. So anyone out there can bring something, it will be considered to be at good standards and for Africans' consumption.
The President, Pan-African Manufacturers Association, Engineer Ahmed Mazu, said when the COVID-19 broke out, many persons in Africa believed that there would be increase in the supply of vaccines from foreign countries. He said while other countries in the world were vaccinating their people, the remnant was what Africa got. He said some regions have been able to develop their vaccines, whereas Africa is still largely depending on America and other countries. Engineer Mazu said it is based on this that the Igbinedion University Okada and Igbinedion University Teaching Hospital, in collaboration with CoDA, is holding a dialogue on Monday to provide opportunity to individuals to express their opinion on the requirements on African vaccines.
Today, America has vaccinated 300 million people. China has vaccinated almost 1 billion people. And Europe are vaccinating most of their citizens, but Africa, I think we are talking about less than 2%. So the reason is we have to wait until the suppliers. We must produce what we need and we must consume what we produce. That is basically what we have to do in Africa, across. It's not just Nigeria, everywhere in Africa.
The program dissolved into interactive session which afforded journalists the opportunity to ask questions and clear gray areas.
There are a number of dignitaries who are going to join us, so they will be there in own introduction. The keynote address will be delivered by His Excellency Chief Lucky Nosahai Igbinedion. CoDA and IUTH are going to sign an MOU so that we can enter formally into an institutional arrangement.
The team said Africans have great scientists that can research to develop vaccines, and if Africans do not begin now to work together, the next major pandemic may be worse, as most persons may not have access to vaccines and vaccination. They said the time to begin is now, as those in government, business, academians, private sectors and others are expected to come together to achieve the result, saying finding African solution is the right way to go. Best Mbiere reporting.